U.S. President Donald Trump has again suggested the conflict with Iran may be nearing an end, while signaling a possible return to the negotiating table. Our Park Kun-woo has our top story tonight.
U.S. President Donald Trump told Sky News on Wednesday that a deal with Iran is very possible by the time King Charles visits the U.S. later this month. The British monarch is set to visit Washington, D.C. and New York from the 27th to the 30th later this month. In an interview with Fox News on Tuesday local time, Trump also said the conflict with Iran is very close to over. Since the conflict began in February, Trump has repeatedly suggested the situation could be nearing its end. But this time, Trump's remarks come after hinting at the possibility of renewed negotiations within days in Islamabad, Pakistan, in an interview with the New York Post. The first round of talks last weekend ended without a breakthrough. If talks resume, Vice President J.D. Vance is expected to lead the U.S. delegation as he did in the initial round.
There's a lot of course, mistrust between Iran and the United States of America. You're not going to solve that problem overnight. But yeah, I think the people we're sitting across from wanted to make a deal. What the president wants to make, he doesn't want to make like a small deal. He wants to make the grand bargain.
Vance stressed that any deal the U.S. president seeks would ensure Iran does not develop nuclear weapons, adding that it would help the Iranian people thrive and prosper. Meanwhile, Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif is expected to visit Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and Turkey this week as diplomatic efforts to arrange a second round of talks gather pace. Israel and Lebanon held their first direct talks in 33 years in Washington on Tuesday, which lasted over 2 hours. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, who took part in the meeting, called it a historic opportunity to curb the influence of Hezbollah in the region. However, tensions remain high as Hezbollah launched around 30 rockets toward Israel on Wednesday, most of which were intercepted by the Israel Defense Forces. Lebanon's health ministry also reported that at least 35 people were killed in Israeli strikes over a 24-hour period. With tensions persisting across the Middle East and diplomatic efforts continuing, attention is now on whether renewed negotiations can help ease the conflict. Park Kun-woo, Arirang News.